So we're going to go ahead and start this live. I'm just sharing it real quick. Let's share it with the Facebook now. And we'll be ready to get started. It looks like that went through, you guys. Waiting for it. It says posting. Post. I'm just sharing it real quick. Yeah, let me close that window because it's going to echo like that, right? Appreciate your patience, guys. This happens when I start like this. There, I shared it, so we're good to go. Thank you guys for coming on in. We have our brothers and sisters, our starseed homies, angelic humans, indigo children, Oraphim angels, Azarites. Come on in, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And right away, I just want to apologize that I'm late because I was kind of like so involved in things I was doing. I just forgot it was Tuesday. It was only because of our sister, Tonya. She reminded me. So thank Tonya, because I probably would have totally forgotten the whole day. Or I would have found out at 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe. I don't know. But here I am, you guys. We're going to be unlocking the secrets of consciousness and your higher self. And so this is something that we're trying to do on our spiritual journey, yes? We're trying to become a better version of ourselves as we develop our presence, our awareness, okay, our mindfulness. We start to become more aware of that higher self, okay, that there is a greater version of you that knows more, that understands more, that has greater DNA template. And that's buried inside of you now in 3D, but that's in your dormant DNA. So if it's dormant, it's not really helping you that much. So the point of a spiritual journey is activating those dormant parts of yourself so that you are. So I mean, you would say reclaim that version. And so, and then you live here in that version, you speak, you think in that higher, you would say, level of yourself, which is happening simultaneously, guys, in another, it could even be another planet. It doesn't always have to be Earth. And though you normally go up through Earth, Tara, Gaia, Armatena, you could be a Pleiadian in the higher density. You could be a Sirian, a Mintakan, Orion, reptilian, Anunnaki, any type of, planet Vega is where all the reptilian races are coming from, which is more now in Orion's system. And you find out you may even be one of those hybrids, right? Hybrid human reptilian, hybrid human Anunnaki, which is an indigo type 3, by the way. And so we have blue flame homies, gold flame homies, and violet flame. So this is all based on your discernment of what you think you're connected to. And a lot of people ask me, how do you check that? Every single day, like today, even. You always go within, you guys. You don't need to do divination or pay for someone to tell you. I get people asking me if I'll do that for them. I just want to repeat what I always say. You go inside to find that out. Your own soul will tell you, not somebody else, but your soul. And we know that from these teachings, it's these chakra right here. Third eye, throat, and heart. So you activate those. That is your answer. You go into your fourth chakra, fifth chakra, and third eye chakra. You can find out some new age techniques, right? But I recommend to go straight into Kathara. And I made the decision that I'm going to start uploading the videos to the membership area. I would love to upload them with the rest of my videos, but I already tried that. I got my hand slapped twice. A third time, I would have lost my channel. So I can't do that. So I got to throw them in the membership area. I'm going to start uploading Cathara videos. I'm going to start with Cathara 1 and see what the feedback is. If it's good, then we'll go to Cathara 2 and 3 and 4, which most people have no idea where it's located if they could find it. I simply did this years ago. Literally 12 years ago, I started downloading them, all the ones that I found. And it wasn't such a big deal back then. They weren't being removed. Okay? And so, but yeah, you guys, the teachings are very important and we should have access. We all should have access to those. And all I can do is follow the rules, man. If I don't want to lose my channel and get strikes on my channel for sharing content with you guys, I got to do it in the members area. I got to do it somewhere in some Google Doc or file or something. We will figure something out, and I'm in the middle of figuring that out now. I'm having some issues uploading my first one. The screen is turning black. I don't know if that's my video drivers doing that, my Adobe Premiere doing that, but we're going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. I was in the middle of figuring it out, and then I got a message from Tonya. I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. Awesome, Mr. Bandizo. Yeah, it can make you, well, some people think that's a negative to say obsessed, but yeah, you're obsessed with the work. You want to learn more and more and more. You want to understand, right? And you want to bring that parts of you alive again, resuscitate, reclaim those parts of you. Thank you for those emojis, those hearts, positive, kind words. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're here with me, even if we're late. We'll do this. We're going to do this. Let me start. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Monster Quinn. How are you? I had a rough day today. My date stood me up and she had me waiting for 2 hours. That's something you would want to take up with her, right? Sorry you had a rough day. But let's try to make it better, right? And if that date stood you up, why bother giving her another date, right? Might as well just move on. Okay, that's what we do. We place boundaries on people who are kind of like grade school, elementary, to say, let's go on a date and not show up, right? Or whatever's happening. Maybe she has a legitimate reason, but if she hasn't messaged you by now, who knows, right? But that's something you would want to take up with her. But we were going to hope you have a good day, Monster Quinn. Mr. Mandiza, Machiwa, UTD in the house, Lightworkers, Lisa Greg, hello, Holy One, welcome, sister, Sat Gerber, Lord Jesus Christ, JJ, Machiwa, Holy One, Kevin in the house, Spirit Accent, Spiritual Accent, sending love, Celine, sister, welcome, Holy One. I'm so sorry I'm late, sister. I'm sorry to everyone, but I explained that a little bit there. So, beloved 144. It's a light language that from my own family, and I share it with the group because it just flows for me. Like it started happening when I started activating myself through these teachings, and the 44 people. I saw 44 people online. Someone put that in chat. But yeah, we will. It's basically light language, and there's a few other words, but no one repeats those. But it's something I say all the time. Masutas is one of them. Makaya is another one. You'll hear me say them throughout the night, and even if I'm not on medicine, in my normal day, I'll say it. Okay, I'll say Machiwa, or it will just be part of my everyday thinking or speaking. So. Light language is not channeling, it's going within my own self, connecting to myself. I've seen myself, I've seen my Lyran homies, I was surrounded by Lyrans. And these ones had blue skin. I'm not saying all of them do, but the ones that I encountered have blue skin. And just think about it, they're part of the same as Maharaji, they're connected to the blue Azurites, they're coming from the blue flame, Elohai. So it's not a surprise they have blue skin. But this is light language. Machiwa just simply is a very, very positive thing. And so we're just saying it like kind of like almost like a greeting, or at the end of a sentence, some people would say aho. Or you can say machiwa. Machiwa. Yeah, Indigo Vato brother, thank you for being here. And he said it. Smash the like button. Let's get the algorithm knowing this is what we want to show up in our what do you call it? Each platform has a different thing. On Facebook, it's your wall. On your TikTok, it's another thing, right? So yeah, you guys. Let me get to KOG in the house. Activation time. You said it, Holy One. And that's what these are. These are codes. Like let's say you start hearing a bunch of anuhazi words. Okay, some Emerald Order, you would say lingo, or words you never heard of before. That word is code. Okay, so Maharaji, that word is Lyran Anuhazi, extraterrestrial language. Some of the words that we use, like Brenawa, it means another word for the universal trinity, instead of saying you have extraterrestrial, metaterrestrial. Instead of saying metaterrestrial, you would say Brenawa for the Anuhazi term. For Ascended Master in English, in Anuhazi Lyran, it would be Janus. Okay, so we learned some of this language through these teachings because they're being used in some of the terms, but also because they're part of the songs. We call them songs, P-S-O-N-N-S, like the song of Lyra, the song of Orion. And we learn some of these songs because they're part of a technique. That's literally word, that's sound, that's part of a Emerald Order Guardian technique, because the sounds have specific purposes, specific, results of the running that frequency, speaking that frequency. Actually, language is very misunderstood. Language was words of power or words of disempowerment. So that is something that you'll be exposed to in these teachings. So that's one way you'll just learn, by just learning some of the terminology or looking some stuff up in the Ascension glossary, Lisa Renee, or just look up some of the Cathara teachings. The Cathara teachings are going to teach you songs in the Anuhazi language. Machiwa. Vanessa Gutierrez, namaste. Welcome, sister. Shanika Serenity Stellar Healing in the house. Machiwa Indigo's family. Taran Tori in the house. And I'm so glad that these teachings are opening people up to awareness, like Tara. Now you'll start seeing it in people's usernames. Taran Tori. Welcome, sister. Nikki B33. I forgot you was live and bumped into you. Machiwa, Nikki. Something's resonating right to you, right? Epic Mike HD. Hee-haw, hello. Thank you, brothers and sisters. We got regulars, but we also got our new faces. Joe Piscapo. Welcome. Glad to have you. The more the merrier in this house. We're holding space. We're holding and sharing code. What's up, Holy Ones? Indigo Jamie. Hello, brothers and sisters of light and love. So awesome to have you guys with us tonight. Nixon, good evening. Cosmic Dan 33. Thank you guys for being here. Back to the land, in the house, icebreaker. Everyone's sending these positive vibes. So, Lakshmi in the house. Celestial Presentia says, I love the language and songs. I'm glad you made it. I was worried for a moment. Oh, yeah. It doesn't happen very often. Every now and then I might be late or forget. But yeah, we're here together. We made it. We made it happen. 55. 55 souls. Now another master number. 44, 55. Someone else said they saw 33. Wow. Crescendo, right? So, unlocking the secrets of consciousness is through the chakra, is through mindfulness. Okay? It's through being in the present. It's through using affirmation. Okay? You connect to your higher selves through all these different ways. Okay? To do this. But directly, it would be chakras and meditation. Explore consciousness. Explore plant medicine if you want to. It's a choice. And you will be exploring, the secrets of consciousness, because it is accessed through going into a point of stillness, because you're not going to really get much or connect very well if you're busy talking, if you're busy listening to music. That's why if you go into meditation, some people listen to music. Every sound in that song, music, whatever, could be directing your thoughts. Okay? Could be making you think about something. A melody, a tone, a note, a word, a lyric. All those could distract your meditation. I simply suggest complete silence, and even go further than that. Put earplugs in, silicone earplugs. Forget about the phone ones. Get a pair, order them online. It's easy. I order mine online. I got a bag of 50 of them at a time. They're cheap nowadays. So you get earplugs, regularly use them for meditation, so you don't hear anything. As a matter of fact, when you put these earplugs in, you might hear your heartbeat. So you go into that stillness, and you're going to be even using incense. Speaking of which, that could distract you too, you guys. If you're someone sensitive to smell, you may not want incense. I actually don't. Well, there's something called meditation, and then there's something I call like introspection or mastermind, where you're going inside and processing thought for a certain purpose, objective. Like, I'm going to spend this whole half hour focusing on this. You put intention. You use affirmations. You put intention. You do manifestation work. We make what we're bringing. What manifestation is taking a thought form and bringing it into physical reality. So if that was what you call abundance, let's say you want to bring abundance or bring love, you see those things, you feel those things, you believe those things. It's a practice. It's a process. Bringing thought forms into physical 3D. Okay, we're bringing higher dimensional intentions and bringing it down here. So we're higher beings co-creatively. We're co-creating this reality together. The human collective consciousness and each one of their thoughts, all of their thoughts are creating this world. Okay, so you have particle, ultra microparticles creating the mountains, the rocks, the sky, the air. You have all this levels of the hologram, the matrix. And so it's all consciousness. And that's the secrets of consciousness, is everything is consciousness. Your shirt you're wearing is alive. The colors of your shirt, your hair. It's all energy. It's all frequency. It's all some form of thought or conversation or expression of consciousness. That consciousness, the source, is God. God is projected itself into many multiple levels of consciousness, of body matter. So in come the universal level, and then the galactic level, and then the planetary level. Well, there's really a star level first, and then planetary level, and then the personal level. All those are interconnected. Okay, they're interdependent. So when you process that connectedness, you realize it's all one. All these parts of God, all these fragments of God build up to create God. I mean, not to create God, but our God in its completeness. Okay, versus a part that sees just a part instead of the whole. So going through spiritual awakening is seeing more and more of creation, connecting more and more to Creator God, Source. Okay, Source God, Source, the source of everything. That's why we call God Source, because God's the source, the origination of all. Everything came from Source, even bad attitudes. Okay, a loving being, a dark being, they all originated from the being that created them. Okay, God created a thought, and that thought went somewhere, and maybe it became distorted, but it still originated from the Creator. And so when we think about the secrets of consciousness, you're thinking about all of it being interconnected and coming from a source, and it's multidimensionalized source. Okay, and we're have this awareness of our life and of the planet and this people, but we're not limited to that. You can grow into much more, you guys. So let me see. We got a comment here. And you guys, if you want to have a question, please make sure you write Christos avatar somewhere in your message so it becomes highlighted. And then I can see it easier and answer. Nikki B, like Nikki B did. I've been watching your much earlier videos. And when you explain source, it's amazing. I am God, I am sovereign, I am a universal cosmic free citizen. You said it, Dean Lacey. Yeah, Nikki B. In my own ideas, though, I don't think my earlier videos aren't as enlightening as like my lives. My lives are, I'm more high and I'm more not together. So it shows. It can show. This is why I'm more responsible, and I'll do most of the show without being medicine, and then we'll do it together at the end. And then people get, I'm getting both worlds. People who like both, or some people who only like one or the other. So, yeah, you could go into some of my old lives, and I'm really off. Like, not wrong or distorted, but simply in a weird mood, like something like this, however you want to explain it. Now it's different. Here in 2024, I can work with it differently. I am different than a year ago or 2 years ago, and I see videos as old as 2021 on my channel. So that would be probably towards the end of 2021. Maybe 22. So Celestial Presentia. It's funny you are mentioning thought forms. I am on a section in Voyagers 2 that explains the dreams, imagination, and now moment consciousness. Yeah, isn't it interesting how spirit works that way, right? So yeah, and by the way, before I start a live, every single time, I'm always praying for protection. I'm praying for this message. Well, many things, but one of them is to reach the people who need to hear it. So that could be part of it right there. Your energies and my energies are coalescing, coming together. And so in the occult, they call that egregores. egregore, Egregore. Egregore is a like-minded coming together that create each individual like mind creates a group mind. That group mind would be called the egregore. So we're coming together, and things will trigger off, or you would say synchronies will happen. I was just thinking of that, and then here you are, stuff like that. So that's coalescing consciousness. Machiwa Holy Ones. And so this is a journey, you guys, and this is something that we do, as a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle, not something you just think about once a week or on Sundays in church only. No, this is something you guys do on the regular. It's your choice. If you don't want to do it that much, then I guess that's it. But this is the reason why it's a lifestyle. What's up? Where's my charcoal, man? Are you kidding me? Do I actually have to go over there and grab some charcoal? I guess so. Sorry, guys, but it's right there. I can see it. Yo, baby, what's up? What's up? It's actually hot, man. But I only keep the AC off on my live because it picks up the AC and the mic. You will hear this humming noise. I'd rather not do that and suffer. I don't want to suffer, but I guess I'll end up suffering from no heater. I'm from no fan or something like the AC. But we're feeling summertime, especially in Nevada, okay, and Arizona, because that's where my family is. Okay, so we want to always be mindful of our space. And even when I go to the drum circle, I see people lighting up stick incense. I guess they haven't watched my show. You don't want to use stick incense. No matter how pretty it smells, it's chemical. It's synthetic. It's not real energy. So why would you put chemical synthetic energies in your space? In your prayer, in your healing, in your meditation, in your magic, right? It doesn't belong there. Machiwa. So connecting to this is simply a matter of going into a spiritual lifestyle. And think about this, you guys. We normally go through Ascension organically. I mean, we're supposed to be able to do it just over lifetime. You live a life, and then that goes into your DNA strand. You live another life. You live 12 lifetimes to create a DNA strand. So if you didn't have, that's what you would do normally. But because, of the distortions in our DNA, it's actually preventing us from ascending. In this spiritual bondage, in the spiritual war, we've been attacked in our DNA, in our consciousness, and prevented from ascending. So we're stuck here. That's generally speaking, most people. So each lifetime is not developing your strand of DNA. So that's why we use bioregenesis to, you would say, restore that DNA. So you're not going to learn it in New Age. They're not going to teach you bioregenesis techniques like the Emerald Order is doing. Okay, these are the guardian angelic teachings, the beings who following law of one in the universe. There's no religions out there, practiced among the guardians. Okay, they're practicing the sacred, universal, natural, organic law of one. And so, that consciousness is, you would say, available to you. those higher levels, who are the considered angels and archangels, who are considered aliens. Okay, because they're not from our terrestrial world. They're from extraterrestrial world. And so, I mean, you get people believing in flat earth if you want to. Our teacher doesn't teach flat earth, does she? Ashana, has never mentioned flat earth. Maybe I shouldn't say never. Maybe she has, but in all the workshops that I've seen, she hasn't mentioned flat earth. The Guardians talk about parallel earth. They talk about adjacent earths. They talk about phantom earth. So you would think if flat earth would be a real thing, it would be in Voyager's, homies. It's not in Voyager's. It's not in Cathara, because she breaks down the whole multiverse. She breaks down the whole multiverse, does not mention one single time flat earth. There's also inner earth. Okay? Just saying. If you guys want to believe in flat earth, go ahead. But I will also say that there's diagrams. Let me show you. Maybe some of you flat earthers watching this channel need to see this. So let me show you what Ashana teaches with herself. Okay, so I gotta find it first and open PDF. Now, if any of you, because some of you have studied more of this teachings than I have, if you've heard of Ashana speaking about flat earth, please let us know. That's all. Just simply give us a link. Remember what the name of the workshop is, and then we can get this straight. So where would this be? This is, okay, let me check here. I will find this. It came up for a reason. It came up into my awareness for a reason. So, KS. This would be something to do what was actually part of the PDF of Carrie Cassidy's interview with her. So let's do this. I'll show it to you on the screen. She doesn't show flat earth. She doesn't talk about flat earth. She shows a round earth. So let's do this. And you'll see the mechanics of a round earth in front of your face. The mechanics of a round earth. So let's look for it. I have to browse through here. Well, that doesn't show them flat here. Okay, and it doesn't show it, and it does show 12 planets, not 9. The sun is included as one of them. This doesn't help the question here, but I'm just showing you it does show round spheres. Here we go. What does that look like? What does that look like to you? Does that look like a flat earth? Does that look like the flat earth map they use online? Okay. They're talking about the Eero-spark here. You would have to study some of the teachings to know what that means. But we're talking about poles. There's no poles on the flat earth model. Okay, they talk about the poles. They talk about the... This is just one example. Let's go down. Here we go again. Round earth. No flat earth BS. No ice walls. Do you see ice walls? Okay. Flat earth. I mean, round earth explained. The tilted. Oh, tilt. Do you have tilts, pole shifts, or tilts in flat earth? Okay. There we go again. Round earth. Okay. Just letting you guys know. Iasha, the Emerald Order Guardians, don't talk about no flat earth BS. That was a psyop. A government psyop. By the illuminated, dark illuminated ones. I don't see any more pictures of the round earth here. Oh, here's more of the solar system though. Of the galactic alignment. Round spheres, I see round spheres. Okay, that's good enough. To each their own, right? That's not today's topic, but that came out for a reason. So, Makaya Masutas, Mirage Hosseini. Yes, she talks about. He asked, does Ashiana talk about Kundalini? Yes, of course. But one thing about Kundalini, excuse me, I blow my nose. This is one level. Kundalini is only one level of life force energy, and I'll show you on the diagram. Let me do this off camera. Shit, sorry, guys. Okay. I have it on a diagram. I'll show you, because what happens is we're in a dimensionalized multiverse. So Kundalini is only in densities 1, 2, and 3. Each density has 3 dimensions, so that's dimensions 1 through 9. Dimensions 1 through 9 have Kundalini. The higher dimensions have other life force energy. She certainly ain't talking about it like the snake, like the Hindus talk about a snake. There ain't no snake in the Emerald Order teachings. Or Shiva. It's not rising. You connect with this in a different way. Let me get this going on. So let me show you my diagram. Let me pull that up in Photoshop. And then we'll look at the Kundalini. Okay, so let me pull that up for you to explain it. Okay. Here we have the 15-dimensional hologram matrix that we live in. Okay, I'm getting some disconnect notice, reconnect notice. Let's wait for that to play itself out. Reconnection successful. Let me make sure it says excellent connection. It says excellent connection. So anyways, we're back to the diagram. So look down here. Like I said, densities 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 has Kundalini energy. So that's dimensions 1 all the way through 9. Okay? Have Kundalini energy. But look beyond dimension 10, 11, 12. You have Maharata energy. Dimensions 13, 14, and 15. Kirashe energy. And then finally in the Kundare, well, it's called Kundare energy. You could use the word consciousness instead. Kundare consciousness, Kirashe consciousness, Maharata consciousness, and finally Kundalini consciousness. So Kundalini is actually the lowest level. Just saying, we're in a dimensionalized system and it breaks down like that. Okay. So this is something that you access through the activations of the chakra. Okay? So, and then you learn in Kathara how to do that. Yeah, the smoke is really messing up the green screen, but we're using incense anyways. Yeah, it usually doesn't do all that much. Anyways, we cleanse anyways. And this is something that if you start awakening your inner Christos, your Christos 12th dimensional, energy, you're gonna bring that Maharata in. Actually, you learn some Maharata techniques. There's something called the Maharata shield. So you're bringing in Christ energy, literally, Christos consciousness, into your body here, into your lifetime here on earth. And you will experience something beyond Kundalini. You'll experience in Kundalini because you're 1 through 12, but you're also going to start experiencing Maharata energy. Now, those who are beyond that, in the universal trinity in the time matrix, the Elohai, Seraphai, and Brahma, that's Maharata. No, that's Kirashe, sorry. The primal light fields. So we have that within. Everyone has that potential. All beings have that potential to evolve to that state. To evolve beyond Kundalini, to evolve beyond the Christ. The Christos is just the 12th D level. There's more. In the higher worlds, the higher God worlds, there's more. Okay? We're not comparing. Okay? We're simply, and all, you would say, souls or beings, entities of God are equal value. Intrinsic value is all the same, equal. But we have different levels of quantity of consciousness. That's all it is. It's different quantity levels of Kundalini, of Maharata, of Kirashe, of Kundare, Masutas, Makaya, Machiwa. Hopefully that helps. Thank you, Celine, for sharing the diagram. Much respect to you, sister. Yeah, by tomorrow, you guys, I should upload a Cathara videos to the membership area. And if there's any problems with that, we're going to do it another way. So straight up. Machiwa. I mean, if this was already on Ashiana's website, I wouldn't do that. But it's not being shared anywhere, man. It's not being allowed anywhere. So we have to be rebels in some regard. And still serve the Christ, still serve unity, still serve Creator. Well, I don't know if religion talks about the earth being round, Monster Quinn. I mean, they don't talk about creation that much, like the actual aspects of creation. You learn about heaven, hell, and earth. You don't learn about the breakdowns of the dimensions. You don't learn about life force energy like Kundalini. You're not learning the actual context of where this is all existing in. We talk about all of the context, all of it. That's part of Creator God. As a matter of fact, there's one level. Was that in that diagram I showed you? Let me see it first before I turn it back on. Yeah, it is in here. So let me show it to you guys. Like there's more than just our 15-dimensional time matrix. So let me bring that up right now again. This is in those diagrams I was showing you, the round earth. Okay, why isn't it not updating? Hello? This happens some crap sometime in my OBS or something. We'll get this. It'll work. It'll happen. It is happening. What's going on, dude? PDF. Show the PDF. Okay. Can we show it now? Yeah, we showed it now. Okay. All right. So now this would be the 15-dimensional time matrix in the Cathara grid. But, oh, wait a second. Shoot. Okay, just notice the shape at least. This is the 12-tree Cathara grid. So we'll go to the next diagram. And I got to use the magnifying glass on this one. Oh, come on, Mr. PDF. What the shit? I got to hold the control button. Okay, so what you saw is one Cathara grid. This is one Cathara grid. Okay, but there's, you see 4 of them will connect. And then you got a larger system. So that's 4 15-dimensional time matrices. But we're not even done. Come on, dude. What's with the... Where is the freaking... There's no hand button in this, huh? I've had this issue before. So you take these 4... So first you have 1. And then 1 becomes 4. Man, what's the deal? Why isn't there a hand button on this freaking thing? I don't know. Now it's just giving me some problems. And I have to slowly scroll up. It's not cooperating, guys. I think there's something wrong with... Let me check. Anyways, this system becomes even bigger. Like, this is for... Let me use the zoom button. It's not even working with the zoom button, dude. And it's all blurry, isn't it? It's kind of blurry. So this isn't working very well. But anyways, it's a very profound system that you will see is there's much more to the creation that the Bible or some New Age system doesn't even go close to this, man. Doesn't even come close to the creation mechanics, the context of all this is happening. It just doesn't. Nothing comes close to anything to spiritual ascension than these teachings. Machiwa. I'm sorry that was kind of weird trying to work with this diagram. It must be a file size issue or my graphic or something. Anyways. All right, here we go. What is your thoughts on 900 years? I believe it started in 2007. Indigo Jamie, I don't have any thoughts on it because it was 200 years. And to me, it doesn't make a difference. If it's 200 years or 900 years, I'm going back to Tara, man. I'm going back to, beyond. I'm not staying here. So I just know that I let you guys know publicly. I'm not following Ashana's new work. I'm part of the split that didn't agree with that. But you guys have your own discernment. You decide what you want to do. Let me refresh the screen again. It's waiting. Okay, what I want to say is that you don't need to wait 500 years, 900 years, 200 years. You're not going to live that long. I'm not going to live that long. Okay, so you still need to develop if you get distracted and focus on when we're leaving or coming or going or staying, focus on your ascension, focus on your chakra, your DNA, your 5-strand. You need 5 strands. You need a working Merkaba. Focus on that. You have to get through a Kathara. You have to get through Kathara 2 maybe to learn the Merkaba. Okay? And then you're going to learn about the plasma body. Okay? You still need to go towards your awakening, your strand activation. Instead of worrying about... it's interesting. I agree with you. It's interesting. But evacuation doesn't mean you don't have to do work. Evacuation doesn't mean everyone gets a free get-out-of-jail card. Everyone gets to ascend. No, that's not what that means. There's still only a tiny % of people making it. That's who the rescue plan is for. The evacuation isn't for 8 billion humans. It's for the small millions of humans, a small amount of millions of humans who actually did their chakra work and did their DNA and their Merkaba field. So you're going to wait, or people will take what you're saying as, oh, I don't have to worry about it for 900 years. I don't have to worry about it for 200 years. You're not going to live to be 200 or 900. That's not going to even matter for your ascension. Your ascension, you still need to activate and do the hard work. This is not easy to grow a strand of DNA in one lifetime because we're naturally supposed to do it in 12 lifetimes. But we got to use bioregenesis to do it in one lifetime. We don't got time. You don't wait 900 years. That kind of makes me think suspiciously. Now you're thinking you only got 900 years. Now you suddenly got more lifetimes. I don't know. I can't say. Talk to someone who's studying Terahertz. I'm not studying it. I'm sending. I'm an indigo child. I'm going to do it through Cathara and sliders. Prepare the body for slide, for Stargate travel, Machiwa. Whether it's an evacuation or not, you cannot go through any Stargate after 3 unless you got the strands, homie. Whether the Guardians are evacuating or not, you still got to do the work, Machiwa. Cosmic Dan, yes, and indigo children have around 48 strands. That's not exactly true, but not all indigos have them activated. Most indigos are type 3s, and indigo type 3s only have 24 strand. Most indigo type 2s would have around 36 strand. And the indigo type 1s are the ones who are very few of those, like with less than 1,000. But according to somewhere in Voyagers 2, 750,000 became, so almost 1 million indigo type 1s, according to some of the dates on Voyagers, okay, would have 48 strands. But like you said, though, they're not all activated. Like Jeshua was an indigo type 1, had 48 strands of DNA, but only had 12 activated. You would actually blow up the planet if Jeshua turned on all the strands of DNA. It's not going to happen, right? So if Earth is only 3D, 3 strands, and you're trying to bring in 48 strands, it would blow it up. That's why it doesn't happen. Machua. Puff, puff, pass? Yeah, she says, I can't wait to get out. Yeah, you guys, and it's not all terrible, though, at the higher levels. You don't need to get out to be living in unity somewhere in here. Somewhere in here, some planet, some lifetime, some time vector. It's a blessed experience here. You're not suffering. You're not in polarity everywhere, Machua. But according to Ashana, there's polarity possibility all the way up to 11. There's darkness, there's spiritual war possibility all the way up to the 11th dimension. So this is something that we prepare ourselves for. But technically speaking, if you return to Tara in the 5th dimension, you have access to getting all your strands. It's talked about in Voyager's books, and it talks about the root races developing the 4th strand now, and then the Mavarian future root race will get the 5th strand, and then the Unchechi would get the 6th strand. After the Unchechi, which is future time period in Tara, after the Unchechis get the 6th strand, then you can automatically plug in the rest of them. The other 5, the other strands. So there's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're getting all 12 strands. After you get your 6th strand, you plug in the rest. You plug in the starseed 5 strands. Remember, there's 5 starseed races. Once you get that, then you can leave the time matrix. Let's say you ascend to 5D now. It doesn't mean you have all the strands up to 6. Right? If you're in the 6th dimension or 7th dimension, yeah, you do. Then you can leave the time matrix. But if you read some of the information of the root races and the ascension process, you have to accrete the frequencies progressively, and then you get all of the other starseed strands at once. Because what we're doing is we're building up 1 through 6, and then we get the 7 through 12 don't have issues. We get those plugged in. They actually connect to the 7th, to the 6th. Okay, it's hard to explain because the first chakra has 2 races in it. Chakra 1 has the Polarians and the Hyperboreans, so that's 2. Then the third one is Lemurians. Fourth one is Atlanteans. This one's us. And then the Unchechi. And then the Muvarians. Then the Urantrian, Brenoa, Hibaru, Melchizedek, and Uniseti. That's 12. So, Machiwa. It's just tricky because the first strand has 2 races in it. And then you'll be a Christed avatar. So we literally need to go up to 6, and then you plug in 7 through 12. So our work's only 3 strands away before you can leave the time matrix. 3 strands away to 6. Third eye, angelic, indigo consciousness. Unless you're already indigo, right? Machiwa, holy ones. You guys smash that like button. Let's do this. Yeah, Hugh Lee said it correctly. It sounds weird because they come in with 5th and 6th, but they need to still get the heart. Think about the heart chakra. Is the 4th Stargate. The dark beings control the 4th Stargate in Egypt. That connects to your 4th strand. You still need to make strand 4. This is why even indigos can get stuck here. Okay, they still need to wake up and do a little bit of work, right? So it's not really hard though if you're an awakened being to waken your heart strand once you got the 5th and 6th, right? That's a lower challenge. That's a lower level of yourself compared to the 5th and 6th. But Ashana talks about her story of near death, her own personal, as a teenager, she went through near death experience. And it was the near death experience that helped her activate the 4th strand. And then she was able to have fetal memory. She remembered when she was in the womb. She was you're completely awake and aware. You have you're this highly evolved being in your mother's womb. If you have your fetal integration memory turned on, Machiwa. Excuse me. Yeah, you'll see some crazy looking people, Monster Quinn, in the mainstream out there. Spiritual accent. Do you know what type of indigo you are? I believe I'm indigo type 1. Now, I can't teleport because some indigos might be able to do that. But I just know that I have seen that high levels in my DNA, man. So I know that if I've seen them, I couldn't see them. I couldn't see the things that I saw up there without having, this strand. I saw Ashana, man. I saw the Azarites in living color, completely lucidly. I saw John the Baptist. I saw Jeshua. I saw those levels. So that's why I believe I'm indigo type 1. It doesn't matter to me because I know that I'm still indigo, whether I'm an indigo 2 or 3, or 2 or 1, I mean. I'm not a type 3 because I don't have that other consciousness. Like my daughter does, and my sister. My father, not really, but he's had some problems in his life. Consciousness, anger, stuff like that. But it doesn't mean he's an indigo type 3. I believe he's a higher indigo, but he's not awakened in this world. I mean, he's awakened, but he's not learning how to evolve himself, So it doesn't help that if you're not evolving yourself, if you're not connecting to your to the freedom teachings, the innerchristos teachings, you're not learning how to reach. Like you said, we still need to make heart strand activation. Green ray, man. To higher level being, that's low level stuff, but you need to get it done. Okay, so and just because it's in the heart doesn't mean it's all about love. Remember, the heart chakra is the astral consciousness. And there's all kinds of challenges for that level. It's not just being in love, loving. So it's the same with the throat and the third eye. You get a whole list of psychic abilities just from the heart chakra, including astral vision. Astral vision will let you see like a reptilian in someone's DNA template, or a beetle creature, beetle, tortoise, Nephilim, Anunnaki, or whatever. So it helps you see, man, what 3D people don't see. If you see something, your 3D friend won't see it. They'll think you're lying or just making stuff up, right? You don't need to convince other people, you guys. That's not our job. They need to learn how to do their own activations, right? Thank you, guys. Indigo Jamie says he's an Indigo Type 1. Well, greetings, Holy One. Thank you for sharing. 1122? Really? We got an 1122? How did you get that? Jaguar Fire. Sounds like you've been studying the teachings, right? Indigo Wizard can do that too. Karasatala, right? Mirage Hosseini. If there are 15 dimensions, each accessible by activating one DNA strand, having 24 strands would provide additional capacity beyond the minimum required for accessing each dimension. Well, the way that you can have 24 strands is because, okay, first of all, yeah, there's 15. But you leave the time matrix after 12. Those three, 13, 14, and 15 are always there. They stay there. They don't leave the time matrix. So we count mostly 1 through 12. And then in the parallel, you have 1 through 12. There's your 24 strands. Now, the reason why there's more, because you also count the strands in the Ascended Master levels. And the primal sound fields in the Kundalini, you're going to get more of those strands. Because remember how I talk about the 144 in each density? Well, there's 144 in the polaric or triadic Ascended Master, 144 in the polaric level, and that's why you can get more strands of DNA in there. Now, the acatic level is unique because that's where everything's coming from. Everything's coming from the acatic level. So there's only one. So 1 puts 12, and that 12 create 12, and 12 create 12, and it goes all the way down to us. So, but it starts at the acatic level. So you're not going to have 144 lives there. It all starts in the polaric, triadic, and then you can get strands of DNA by being in the. You see, we can get DNA strands in the light fields too. So not just 1 through 12. You will get some of those if you're trying to, because there is beings who stay in the time matrix and continue other, service. Like some of you said, you can't wait till you get out of here. Well, some beings want to keep on doing work. That's why you can go beyond the regular 12-strand DNA. They keep on doing work and then combining the work from the parallel or whatever, and then getting more strands. Because you're living here, and you live there, and you live in the primal light fields, and you exist in the primal sound fields, and you include everything in God. That's the sacred universal law of the one. So, but when we take our conversation here on Earth, we consider, Okay, so we're aware of the incarnate level. Now we're aware of the soul level. Now you're going to be aware of the oversoul level, and then the avatar level. And then if you're going to continue on, you can, because according to Ashana, we all exist in these ascended master levels. Each one, the blue flame, violet flame, and gold flame. So it is those levels of yourself projecting to the ETs in the 1 through 12 area. It is the metaterrestrials creating creating the extraterrestrials. But when you talk about ascended masters, they're the assault. That's where you really come from. We're ultra-terrestrials who come into the time matrix as metaterrestrials, and they go into bodies and planets as extraterrestrials. Extraterrestrial, metaterrestrial, ultra-terrestrial. So this is what we deal with. And it's kind of weird to me, though, as well. How is there still DNA in the Ascended Master levels if it's outside of density? But realize it's pure consciousness by the time you get to density 3. So, and they're still getting strands of DNA. So, but yeah, it's all about Ascension codes. And actually, you will look in Voyagers. They will talk about blue flame codes, gold flame codes, and amethyst order codes. Let's look at that. But first, let me address this. Ragex says Muffin, Machiwa sister. Blessing to you. Thank you for that exchange of energy. Much respect to you. And I know she's a regular. Wait. It's not showing me the whole message. Wait. I have to scroll down. Thank you for being you. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you for being you. And I know you're a regular and you're actively on your spiritual journey. Much respect and much care to you, Holy One. Machiwa. Let me look that up in the Ascension codes. I think probably Voyagers 2. And then I'll put it on the screen so we can see it together. Let me put Ascension codes. Ascension codes. Let me just check that also in Voyagers 1. I know what it is that I'm thinking, that I want to see if I can get it. Capture it. Like there's a violet flame Ascension codes. There's gold flame Ascension codes. And no results in Catharo or Voyagers 1. So let me check Violet Flame. Would it be called Violet Flame or Brahmarama? Violet Flame, 60 results, man. Okay. Oh. Let me just put the word codes. 311. This is Ascension codes. Oh, I think I found it. And this has to do with inner Earth as well. Yeah. Okay, so let me bring it on the screen for you guys. Thanks for your patience. PDFs. So this is, let me see. The 3 primary Earthite, Tricloister, Magi Flame, Keeper, Holy Grail line. Basically, wow. I know in my mind sometimes I was thinking that all indigos come from Blue Flame, but they're saying right here, Magi Flame, Holy Grail. So Holy Grail comes from all 3 flames. So you can get an indigo child from... I'm still not getting it because I know they come from the blue flame. But so I haven't read this part in a long time, so I'd have to understand it. But the codes, Akkadic codes, are the blue flame, see, blue, gold, violet flame tones. So this is complex for beginners, but the Maharvihi, the Muravihi, Mua, which is connected to Lemuria, this is the Emerald Order Ascension codes or Akkadic codes. And they're coming from Inner Earth, and they were... Holy cow, dude! Oh, I just realized something myself. So these are the beings from Lemuria who are the Mu. I mean, before, Lemurians were put on Lemuria. They were put on Mu. Well, this is the Muaravivi. Muaravia. So this is actually the more evolved beings who were on Mu before the Lemurians came to Mu. So that's pretty freaking cool because these guys are tricloister starseeds. You know what that means? Just like there's bi-starseeds, there's tri-starseeds. That means they have 3 starseed races in one. So some of you have more than one starseed in you. The original Hebrews are an example of that. They're part Melchizedek starseed and Hebrew starseed because it was a host matrix. So let me go to the codes. 144 universal keymaster codes and polaric codes. That's the gold order. So if you came through the gold order, you would be bringing in the polaric codes. And here's this talk about fire letters. Ashiana talks about the fire letters sequences, and you're going to even be using symbols for that. So this is advanced stuff for you guys. I just wanted to show you that there's gold flame codes, and there's violet flame codes, and the gold violet flame codes. And it talks about these races coming out of Inner Earth. Here's Shambhali. We know that's an Inner Earth. Also, or the Brahma are an Inner Earth. Well, those beings that escaped the cataclysm ended up in Inner Earth, and then they created the Guardian Project in Inner Earth. So Inner Earth brought all these indigo children race lines. Remember we just talked about the Mua or V. Well, here's one of them is just called, it's a simple word, U. Y-U. The gold flame are the U. Gold order U, and the violet flame is the amethyst order. Braharama is violet flame. I'm just looking for the race name. Anyways, 36 strand. See, we were just talking about the 36 strand and the 48 strand. Okay, guys, I'll go back to the screen. I just wanted to go over that a little bit. I was trying to find that because I had a memory of what connecting to what someone had asked. So, yeah, that was trying to answer somebody's question there. Nikki B's getting lit. Yeah, there's manuals. Indigo Wizard, there's manuals. I'll hook you up, brother, because I have no idea where you can get them now. But you guys, when you're trying to look up material from the workshops, you want to always look. First always check Google, and then check YouTube, and then check BitChute, and then check Telegram. Out of those 4 places, you might find it, because people who are get taken down by Ashana, all their channel videos go bye-bye. They will take them to BitChute or they'll take it to Telegram. So this is why people have to do that. So But I don't know, because if they're still out there, some people put it on Scribe, Scribe. Some people put some of their Ashana's manuals there. But yeah, there is a manual. I'll show you. I'm not hiding this stuff anymore, man. I wasn't hiding it. I was always respecting Ashana's copyright. And so that's why I can't really upload it to my own stuff and share it like I want to. This is why we look at what's already online. Like let's do this together. Let me see if I can do this with you. Let me open another window in Chrome. Because we all need to think about how to do this. So let's do this. I have to have, what? Window capture? I think it's probably window capture. Is this it? Yeah. Can you see that? Let me double check in the screen window. Wait, I can't see if this is the window. So let me see what Indigo Wizard put. Cathara 2. Let's use Cathara 2 as an example. Cathara 2 PDF. Don't use the word manual, use PDF. Wow. What do you know? I said to use Google, and you go and look for Google. And if this site is BS and there's no way to actually download the file, then you would go to some other source. Okay? You guys, just think about this in your own brain. You need to find something? Use some keywords. If those keywords don't work, keep on trying different keywords until you find it. I just found a couple of sources for you. So they are out there. You just got to look. I bet you, oh, look, that guy had actually the PDF. You're going to learn about the condensed unified field, personal anatomy, sacred sequence, manifestation, transaction sequence. I've never heard of this, Eucatharista. Eucatharista. It like Europe, Eucatharista. Body and flame codes, embedded Cathara, lotus flower, crystal body. Yeah. See? Right there, man. There's a PDF. It doesn't look... I'm real picky if it's not like excellent quality. It looks like real blurry. Find a different one that you like. Find a different PDF that isn't blurry. And then download it. See, you got the option to download. And we got the other ones from Voyagers from archive.org. So let's do that and see if they have it there too. Archive.org. What do you know? Second manual. Well, it doesn't say second manual. This says Cathara Pix. 3,814 pages. And this might take a long time to download, so yeah, I've already downloaded that one. It's a huge file. It's like gigabyte file. But yeah, so that's an idea, guys. And you would do the same thing for part 3. And maybe the same source you got Cathara 2 will have also Cathara 3. Oh, what do you know? 2 and 3 are together. 2 and 3 are together. So let's look at 4 then. 4 manual, the same one, PDF coffee. Now I'm not clicking on this live, but maybe it will take me to some other bullshit. Let's check. Every time I see this person's got a few things. Cathara Workshop Chronology. That's pretty. See, there's a lot of people out there trying to make this information digestible, and he's made something like a chronology. That's cool. Let's look at that. I don't know this site. I'm not clicking on anything yet, so you guys can do that in your time. I'm just trying to make people aware, hey, you can get out there and find this stuff. It's not hard. Let's do it. As a matter of fact, it's the same thing. Wait, is it not showing? I'm refreshing the screen because, yeah, okay. Thank you, guys. We just got to be diligent. And my tip is to always download whatever you find to your computer and save it. Because who knows, right? Who knows? This stuff could get... I mean, there's way too many people and too many nooks and crannies in the world who are going to save this info. I'm one of them. I saved a whole bunch of info when I first saw Ashana. And that was 10 years ago. So it was a lot easier to find stuff. And now it's not so easy. But you just use your sensibilities and find it through key searches. And I gave you the 4 main sources to check. So hopefully that helps you guys. All right. I don't know if that's I almost passed out listening to you. What does that mean? Helena, sharing is caring. I'm sure Ashana cares too. She just doesn't want to share. At least not that old stuff. Not in human words. The timer down to 0. I don't know what Celine's talking about there. Oh, it is a downloadable file, yeah. Paul 755. The source teaching me it telepathically just to find out it exists outside on the internet is kind of interesting. Yeah, I think you meant check if it does exist outside on the internet. Well, this was not on the internet before, and she was actually doing, you would say, live workshops. That's what the videos are of, her doing live workshops. Now you can even hearing her talk on the workshop. She'll say, I got to go run to Kinko's and make copies for you guys. Tomorrow I'll have it ready for you. So back in those days, she was using physical materials. It was all about using her Mylars to see on the projector screen. There was no online PDF, so to speak, back then. It all came later in the decade that followed. When Adobe, I've been using Adobe since the old days. I've seen Adobe change and improve and get bigger and better. And, it used to get all of Adobe's products in one price tag. Now they took it and made it a bunch of separate programs. Now you got to buy each one. If you're a student, you get the stuff cheaper, but I'm not a student, but I pay the monthly Adobe fee, but I use that every single day. So yeah, now you get PDFs. You can have PDFs on any device now, on your phones, on your tablets, on your iPads. And so I recommend saving everything you find. And then that way, you could also share it with people who ask for it. Right? So we love Ashana, but we have to also have our own classes. If I want to share Kathara video, I can't on YouTube. I will have to make it myself. But I'm going to do both. I'm going to make it in my own words and my own diagrams, my own way of teaching, and share it in the membership, the original one. So I have to find a solution. I mean, we could all go rebel and make our own servers and throw all the stuff on there, but you guys do that. You guys are I see like people like Patty Paparazzi, for example, making her own channel, spiritual channel, and adding content that way. And she's reaching people that way. She's already got a few thousand followers. And I see other of you guys doing that. You guys can make your share. I see people sharing Ashiana videos on even short videos. You know, if you just go search Ashiana on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, lots of people are uploading her stuff. But it makes it convoluted. It makes it hard and confusing which one to watch first, you know. So this is why we got to have some sort of organization. We have some sort of table of contents, some type of, you start here, and then the suggested route. My suggested route was always the same. Learn Kathara 1, then Kathara 2 and 3, which is together, bundled in one, and then 4, and then get ready for sliders. Sliders is much more advanced than Kathara. So you need to learn Kathara before you learn sliders. And then if you guys have discernment and you're knowledgeable now, go check out her new stuff and see if that's real, and have a conversation with the people, with us, if you think it's legit or not. Right? We need people who are not judgmental. We see that a mile away when people are acting, I know better than you kind of attitude. We don't listen to you. We let go and transmute you out of the group, out of our peaceful, loving energy, no judgment energy. So you're not helping anyone. You go off in your own little mindset you got there going on your own. Now you're not going to be with your other brothers and sisters, if that's what you want to do. I mean, I wish Ashiana was on social media. I wish Lisa Renee would be on social media. Unfortunately, you guys only get someone like me. You know, I can't make everyone happy, and not everyone, Ashiana can't make everybody happy, right? There's people who dislike her. I see hate on her now. Well, not now. It's always been hate on her, but for the same reason that happens to me, people don't like you bashing their religion. They don't like you talking negative about their fallen, about their Archangel Michael, Enoch, Galactic Federation, Inky, Enlil, Marduk. They don't like it when you just expose them. So you're gonna get haters. You're gonna get people talking smack. You're gonna get people, you know, starting some stuff with the group if you let them. This is why This is why, you guys, we protect our own group. We don't want trolls in our group. We don't want haters in our group. You don't. I don't. That's not why we set up this, right? We didn't set up this community so people can disrupt it and talk all their negative BS, you know, because we're actively, going through shadow work, actively becoming better people, and then here we keep seeing the same 3D nonsense. We don't want the 3D nonsense rubbing off on us, becoming into our convoys, right? Into our group energy. That's why we put boundaries. We don't say we're not going to talk to you and hang out with you or whatever. We want a group who's talking about unity and behaving in unity and Christ consciousness. That's what we want in our teachings. Machiwa. Jaguar fire. Keep burning. Good night, Nikki B. Thank you, sister, for being here. Bashar is a channeler, and Billy Carson cheers on, what do you call it? Toth. Machiwa. Now, a lot of people learn from Billy Carson, but he throws in a lot of distortions too. So if that's what you want, go for it. Medicine. Lisa Renee's page is easy to remember. It's Ascension Glossary. And if you make it to the Ascension Glossary, it gives you, she has other links going to her other site called Energetic Synthesis. And don't forget Samuel Lee. I'm not like following everything he says and does, but what I've seen, he's talking the Guardian teachings as well. Now, I don't know if that's all he's doing. I don't have time to study everyone's channels, you guys, but I just know that he's talked about plenty of straight up Guardian teachings. So he's also a student like us wanting to share it. So he's the only one that's like, because Lisa Renee does not do social media and neither does Ashana. So there's a few other channels that maybe we don't all know of, but they're out there. As a matter of fact, I think one of you guys, maybe even in the members area, we should have a list of these channels that are speaking this information. Kind of like support other people in the Christos. Support other indigos speaking this truth. And in answer to the other individual who asked about, can we find this out here outside of online? And that's where I started talking about, well, back in the day, she had just printed books. You know, as a matter of fact, when I did go to Phoenix in 2010, she had a bookshop open of all of her previous work. And that was, oh my gosh, dude. I spent hundreds of dollars buying books, and then my house burns down in 2010. So I would love to have all those original books, but unfortunately I only have these, let me show you. I just want to show you guys something. She's charging $60 for this book now, right? Look what it says right here. Okay? She's tripled the price. Well, 2.5 times. This was $26. This is now like $35, something like that. But this was only $16. So whatever her reasoning is, she's tripled the prices on this. Double, 2.5 times the price. Just saying. But if you want to support Ashana's work, go and pay $60. Otherwise, people are scalping those books for hundreds of dollars. But what people don't know is, and what I didn't know until Tanya told me, is that you go to her site and then you have to select. If you select a different option besides the PDF, she sells it to you for the book, the physical book. It's certainly still cheaper though, and plus it will be brand new. But there is a difference. The difference being, the one on her site is not a book. It's a 3-ring binder. So if you don't have a cover like this, it maybe bothers you. Or maybe you just like it this size. But maybe isn't it a 3-ring binder easier to study? I don't know. So, yeah, this is something that we're doing as a group, you guys. We're serious. We're hungry for knowledge. We want to have that information inside. We care about our 5-strand, at least. You can get away with 4.5, but that takes you only in the inner earth. You need 5-strand to go to Tara, Machua. I didn't look at this, but this says $15. 15. And she changed this now. She took off her ex-husband's name. Now she's, I believe, the new one. If you look on the new one, I think she changed it from Ashiana Dean to something else, to her current name, right? Machiwa. Yeah, even for $5, you guys can become a member. It's one of the ways to support this work. So because of that, I made it kind of like a community, so you can chat and talk, and you can even go into a private room and talk to one person. You can do voice or video or both. Okay, so and it also helps everyone like-minded like us studying the work help each other out. Like Indigo Wizard said, we are helping each other out with all the links. We actually have a few rooms in there that are just based on certain topics. Like, let me open my Discord. Like, we have a general room where you can start in like everybody, but we have introductions room, we have a spiritual protection room, a guardians speak room. Oh, that's private now. A medicine room. People want to talk about medicine. Aliens and UFOs. Matrix glitches. Songs. People are sharing the songs here. Symbol codes. Diagrams. Videos. Manuals. You guys should put those manuals in there too, by the way. Guidelines. And there's one called Iyasha. So that's plenty of resources for you guys to learn these teachings. And even $5 members get my older time matrix diagram. It doesn't have as much info, but it's still very helpful. And everybody who's $5 gets that. So there's a lot of benefits for you guys. And I'm just thought it was, I can't even be in that chat room all the time myself because I'm working 24/7 on this stuff. But we can definitely communicate there with each other. So, and post stuff and keep active on this stuff, right? Much respect to all my homies. I'm sorry I started late. It pushed everything forward, right? Helena's still here? I thought you said bye. Or was that somebody else? Oh, yeah. Little alien. Litty McKitty time. Yeah. I would get lit. It's already about time though. So I think we'll do that next time. Thank you guys for being hanging tonight. I guess since we're talking mostly about the books and the PDFs, there's not as many people online, but this is something that's important though. Important for people who want to unlock the secrets of your consciousness. You do it through these teachings because they're going to explain it through the DNA, through the Merkaba, through the Kundalini energy, through the crystal body, the Huva bodies, all those parts of your consciousness. The secrets of consciousness is going inside to the inner God spark and finding a connection to your higher selves that way. And so, Mr. Bandism, much love for what you do. Thank you, Holy One. And Jaguar. All right, guys. Well, those of you who are online, who would like to stay for another half hour? Because if you guys want to get lit and stay for another half hour, we'll do that. Who wants to stay for another half hour? Little Alien says, Dean Lacey says, Is there a certain way we have share? What do you mean, Celestial? I don't know what you mean. We have share? Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Celine and okay, guys. Okay. Okay. So I know I'm not like I asked before. Even Stardust Goddess, Stardust Christos Goddess. Okay, brothers. Okay, there's enough of you that want to do this. We'll explore secrets of consciousness together. And this is one of them. I mean, I can't explain how many times I've had these higher visions with medicine. That didn't happen with normal, what do you call that? You have an expanded level and you have baseline level. This takes you beyond your baseline. So, you know, you put the little holes, there's 9 holes, and, you know, these things all get black and shit. I gotta poke those 9 holes out as it builds up. So not all pipes have this little thing, but in this little cheap pipe, which my dad gave me, I miss my dad, our talks when I would hang out with him in Tucson. The amazing thing about my dad is I remember having deep talks with him even before I was in Christos, in the spirituality, or having even psychic experiences. My dad was telling me all about his dreams, man. And he dreamed so many times of being an angel and helping humans. What the F, right? Going down to the planet, fighting other fallen angels. So, yeah, my dad, he may not understand this from the Christos, but he understands. So, every now and then, I don't have to, but I'm just doing it for my homies here. We get lit sometimes. And it expands our conversation. Machua. Blessings. Put intention. Use run energy. Every time I do this, I start feeling tingling on my palm chakra. It's so weird. Like as soon as I go like this, I start to feel it. I can literally feel it move around. I like to say the same things because this is exactly what I want. Psychic energies. Psychic visions. Connection to higher selves. Cleansing. Protecting. Omni-love. Eternal joy. Bliss. Whatever you want. Whatever you feel. This is wacky tobacco. Tobacco that's green. Machiwa! That's my disclaimer. I just want to share that I went to a yesterday, drum circle. It was freaking awesome. It was a small group, but it was only hand drums only. and they got in a tight circle. So I was dancing outside the circle. No bonfire or nothing. It was at a middle in the daytime. Not it was where it was more cooler, like around 6 o'clock, 6:30. There's still plenty of light though. At 6:30, it's summer hours, right? In Nevada, it doesn't get night. It doesn't get dark. It doesn't. You don't. It's not completely dark until like 9 or something, 9 p.m. So yeah, it was powerful energy at this drum circle. And when you're with a bunch of several other enlightened people, it becomes a group energy. And sound, drumming, tribal, is very powerful. Sound mixed with a group love and energy and unity is powerful. Now, all these people will have different beliefs. I'm not going to not go because someone's a new ager or religious or whatever. I personally, it's not a issue with me. I have no problem with that. People can believe in the moon and worship it at these circles. You'll see it in the camera when I show you one of my drum circles, and there's another one coming up Friday. So once a month, okay, we have this dry lake bed drum circle. And you'll see people doing weird shit. That's not a representative of me. I'm representing Christ, Christos. Okay? I'm representing Emerald Order. Oh, I'm not talking about it and telling people it. It's me and myself as Emerald Order, Blue Flame Speaker. I myself am representing inner Christ, inner God. All are inner Christ, inner God, but not everyone's found it. They're still seeking out in the matrix. When you look out, you don't see what's in, because you're too busy in the superficial. Every single one of you who say, I want proof, every single one of you still haven't seen that. Haven't literally witnessed it. Because you haven't made that choice. Oh, it's available to you. It's available to all humans. You just haven't reclaimed that gift. Now you're stuck in the hologram, in this illusion, not reality. Some distortion, some lie, some hoax, some scam. A vampire is taking your life force. It exists off of your energy. Literally, it will die without you. So it feeds off you because it must exist. It's a finite being, a shadow being. And now it feeds. Now it's a narcissist. Now it's a psychopath. Eventually you graduate to being a demon or fallen angel. You don't have to be from certain race, alien species. You could be any being who's experiencing, you would say, fear, guilt, shame. Exactly what religion gives you. Okay, you also get subservience, blind worship. For some reason in your brain, you put down women. You think they're less equal. You were birthed from a woman, buddy. It doesn't make them less equal. The weaker sex. Honey, you're the weaker sex. You're a blind macho chauvinist pig who can't say anything respectful or kind or sweet or romantic about a woman. Oh no, they're too busy smacking the woman or scaring, fearing the woman, putting her in this shame, you love this person. Or what? You're not making up your mind. Yeah, you already feel it, right? The medicine, you feel the medicine. So, Yeah, see, we did 2 parts. The without and the with. Which part do you like? Probably the without, right? Without the medicine, or with the medicine, or both, or none. What? None? Why are you here? All right. Shikas Masul. I am keeping tabs on you. That's why I'm subscribed. So I can come back and talk about Jesus. Face slam, right? We talk about God. We talk about Jesus. But not from a mutilated, tortured, sacrificed Jesus. No. That's not what the Guardians tell us. There was 3 Jesus. Obviously, only one of them is real. The other 2 are fake, meant to trick you. The third one has actually only played one role. The role that was crucified. Somebody was put on the cross, yes. But this being, what was it? Maharabi? Isn't it important to actually know? Let's look. The 3 Jesus. Let's look. Jeshua, homeboys, homegirls. Well, let's find out from the guardians themselves. The guardian angelic nations, the beings who are actually serving the original intention of God. And no, God is not, creator is not Yahweh. It is not Brahma. It's not Allah. It's not some angry, dark energy. This is a benevolent being, a sacred being, a holy being. It's a consciousness. It doesn't have gender anymore. It's outside of gender. It's an it. That without gender, he, she, is an it, not meaning something bad. Okay, because you call animals it, so we're not calling it an animal, but it just doesn't have gender. So this is a level of consciousness, of spirit that encompasses all. That's why we call the creator omnipresent, because creator's presence is all, it knows all, it is all. You down here don't remember all. You remember some. Spiritual ascension grows how much that sum is. How much do you know now? Maybe you fall and go into darkness. Now you know less. Oh, you strive. Something pushes you. Circumstances, whatever, makes you want to go back to God, to Creator, the Creator, Source, God. A spiritual ascension goes out, expands into greater levels of itself and memory and knowing and energy, or de-evolves. Evolve or de-evolve, ascend or descend. Most humans are descending. So this is all personal choice. This is all your free will. Okay, so there is in God's creation, you would call consequences. If you do this, well, this happens. You could say God's intention. So, in order to go to spiritual ascension and evolution to your greater levels of immortality and all this multidimensional conscious awareness and all this ability of telepathy, going through stargates, meeting extraterrestrial beings, you go through a series of development. You're not going to just stay at one level and not meet the extraterrestrial. Whether you believe it's a round earth or flat earth, whatever is your model, whichever one it is, round or flat, Chikasma Chewa, they're still extraterrestrials. So what the F, man? You know there's other places, not just this place. So people will say it's outside the ice wall. Okay, so the ice wall. How come this flat earth model only has what our globe shows? But there's supposed diagrams of land beyond the poles. Okay, which is reference to a round model. One pole and this pole. That's still a round globe, man. A pole? Why are you using the word the pole? Hemisphere, pole. That's a round thing. So, hemisphere, this bottom part in southern, and the top part northern on a round model. And I showed you the diagrams earlier tonight. I showed you Ashiana using diagrams that showed a round earth. No ice wall, like the flat earth theory. They're not showing no extra lands beyond the poles. The Guardians would have put this in the history when they were talking about Tara. And the most basic information in Voyagers, they would have talked about flat earth. Do you not understand this? I don't know. It's just very important, you guys. You know why? Because so many people believe in this. So many people follow this. This is actually freaking surface Earth, or not surface Earth, but these are, servants of the alien ETs, like the Illuminati. They're like servants. They're like doing the bidding of these beings. And you better believe they're experiencing much more advanced technologies than we are. I always have to drink some water, sorry. So, yeah, it's a blessing, Holy Ones. I'm so happy you're here with me now. What's up, Vato Locos? Yeah, baby. Let me refresh my screen. It's coming back on. We got this going on, you guys. Thank you for hanging with me. A lot of you are enlightened homies. You guys are getting it. Some of you are awakening. You're going through a realization. You know you're part of something great called the Guardian Alliance, man. Take it seriously, man. There's literally 10 million star leagues, different planets, not just Earth, in the Guardian Alliance. 10 million Vato Locos, man, with their own billions of population on their planet. So, wow, God is great. More than you can imagine from the 3D. God is incomprehensible. I have seen some of those incomprehensible realms, levels of Creator God. That's why when people try to talk fake shit, and I experience the real shit, Holy Christ Avatar, that's the real deal, man. I want you guys to see your Christ Avatar. Inside, you find the inner Christ. Christos, we call it. Innerchristos, vatos. Spiritual G's. Gangsters, man. So per se. Where are you from, Holmes? Carnal. Hey, mamacitas. You're a fine starseed mommy. Yeah. Sorry, guys. That's a side effect of the medicine. 88 homies. 88 souls. Did you know you have a soul, but did you really know that you have 12 souls? And then multiply that by 12, you got, dang, 144 souls. What? You have 144 souls, man. And then you have 144 over souls. Holmes. What's up, Indigo child? Indigo adults too. We're like awakening, like night lightning speed now. We got our higher fiber optics going on. We got that third eye, the first eye, awakening. Well, sure. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you for that immense love. My brothers in Christos, sisters and brothers coming together, familia. We're galactic, homie. Galactic familia. Universal. Kirashe Kundure. Bringing that Christos light. I love you, holy ones. We are one. The one. Holy ones. This is why I call you holy. We're one with God. You're not separate from God. That's a lie from religion. You didn't lose your connection. God is God. All are God. You can't be separate from yourself. God couldn't make individuations. It's an illusion. God put itself in the structures, in the hologram, because this is called the time matrix. Okay? We're existing within a polarized 15-dimensional time matrix, hologram field, holographic universe, multiverse, because there's more than one, okay? And there are levels of body form, density matter, levels of consciousness and spirit. We got all kinds of existence, all in one simultaneous existence. You are 1,728 selves. 1728. Divisible by 12. Divisible by 3. Holy ones. Makaya. Remember thyself. Remember God self. You are the God self. You are the one spirit, the one God, the one body, the one mind, okay, the one form. Machiwa. God. I am God. Say it with me. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Know it, see it, believe it. What's going on, familia? Give me 5, indigo child. We got this. You got this. You're not alone. You never were. Maybe you weren't aware of. Just know, holy ones, you always have assistance if you know how to ask for it of your higher selves. Stop trying to use divination. Go inside, in stillness, in affirmation, in manifestation. You will manifest into this reality your thought. Bring your thought, your desire, your need. Well, you don't want, that's a lack. Bring your desire, manifest it into light, because we're in the primal light fields. Everything is a waveform, a spectra. From scalar mechanics, we use this concept. We have creation mechanics, and Ashiana Dean, our teacher Iyasha, she breaks it down in different workshops, hundreds of workshops since 1998. And this is what I love this information so much. This is why I made a channel based on Ashiana Dean's work. As a student, I'm sharing this complex information and sort of like bring it down for beginners to digest it easier. Because remember, this is 24 plus years ago. Well, 26 years altogether, 1998. So she started touring mostly on the East Coast because that's where she lived. Whoa. Yeah. And like New York City was one of them. Arizona. I lived in Arizona when she was there. In Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix, Glendale, Peoria. I believe Chandler. Maybe. But yeah. Then I went and spent a lot of my life in Vegas, in Nevada. So we all have experience, man. And a lot of this has to do with this, your secrets of your consciousness. Is there's so much to explore, you guys. There's so much to become aware of about yourself. You guys are spiritual badasses, man. And you're going to learn how to, become aware of that. That you're a spiritual badass. But that isn't supposed to go to your ego. I mean, you don't start thinking you're better than other people and acting snotty and stuff. You haven't learned nothing if you act like that, right? So we're blessed beings. We behave that way, genuinely. Genuinely, naturally, it should be happening in your thoughts and desires and what you manifest in your world. You're bringing blessed things into the world. Take blessed thoughts and make manifestations. So if you see ugliness in the world, that's in people's thoughts. They're manifesting what's in their thoughts. You see death, you see starvation, you see murder, torture, all this horrible stuff. That's because people are thinking it. Remember, the human collective consciousness is what creates your experience. It's like a participation. You come here in agreement. That's what the Emerald Covenant is. It's an agreement between all species at the higher levels, all the primary founders. There's 3 of them. Elohai, blue flame, Seraphi, gold flame, Brahmarama, violet flame. The blue flame is the Emerald Order. The gold flame is the Gold Order. And the Brahmarama are the Amethyst Order. So I know I have a big connection to blue flame and violet flame, but just remember, you guys, whatever you feel connected to, truly, we all have different experiences in the hologram. Because you have your soul matrix, which is 1,728 or more, right? Your family of souls, all of them are, realize you're the collective. You're like a family of consciousness that you can connect to. You literally will be aware of all this happening at once. You can imagine the super hyper levels, super speed levels these realities are, because it's so much more energy, crazy high levels, generational levels higher than us in spiritual evolution, much less physical or technological evolution. So, when God, parts of God is not even looking like a human. It doesn't have arms and legs. You look like a Merkaba star. because you are. You realize you're different. Your consciousness, I mean, you exist at many different levels of frequency. All these different levels of frequency, you are simultaneously, you exist in like many different worlds, many different versions of you. So think about that, man. Our immediate soul family is 12 souls, and that would be 6 pairings of soulmates and twin flames. 12 souls. But we know that, one soul has 12 projections, incarnations, fragments that become a personality. Okay? This is the primitive breakdown. Like, we're at the lowest level. Because having gender means you're split. So we became split into gender. Pulled out female energy is magnetic. Beauty attracts like a magnet. It draws you. It's a natural thing. It's not meant to be an ugly thing. I mean, what people would make fun of as vain. They think it's vanity. Girls trying to be beautiful is vanity, they think. What are you talking about, man? That's the female magnetic energy. That's what they vibrate as. They're magnetic beings. But remember, it's a splitting. You were electromagnetic. Then you split into magnetic and electric. That's de-evolution. So having pretty girls and strong, handsome boys, that's not normal. That's a polarization. Do you want to exist as a polarized version of yourself? No, of course not. You want to come together. Excuse me. My mouth gets dry all the time on this lives. You want to come together as an androgynous being. Not through manipulation of your genitals, okay? That's not what I'm saying. In your spiritual journey. So, bless all of you who are on this journey. And because it's about a transformation, you know that you're heading to something greater. Around your corner, man. You guys are, some of you are serious about this. I'm serious. I put all my time into it. I mean, I wasn't always able to earn money on this, for this. I had to get to that level, man. I had to fight my way to that level. And I literally did this after when I became homeless. I went to the Christos. And then I started studying it and learning it and now teaching it. So and just think about this. You see me and Celine, Indigo Wizard, Little Alien, Starman, we're giving you all our time and energy and our good intentions coming from a space of love. So it's a great blessing, to hang with our brothers and sisters of light, come together in a Christ-like, consciousness, and love each other unconditionally, not judge each other, help and heal each other. So it becomes like a polarizing effect. Like you start getting around the people who you vibrate to. Like you change your vibration, you start wanting to hang out with the same level of vibration of people. Let's say you were good friends with someone for a while, but then you went on a spiritual journey. Your spiritual level went way, awareness and all this became higher than them. You don't have much interest anymore. You lose interest and vibrate next to someone else who's at the same level. And that's a natural thing, not a cruelty thing. That lower vibration, you don't want to be in it anymore. So you don't hang with the people who are still in there. You go to a higher vibe level because you want to vibrate now at that level. Some other vibration would pull you down. So you want to remain up here. You got to start, okay, let go. Let go of those old relationships, old conversation, old way of thinking, and move up. Evolve. Admit that you were making a mistake. Now you're healed it, understood it, resolved it. Now you're evolving. Now you're going in momentum. Now you're like developing your. It's more accurate to say reclaiming, because we're already there, you guys. We've de-evolved, so we're reversing the reversal. So it's going the right direction. So, and it's a process. In process. Okay, so it's still playing out. We're in it. How you doing? It's just that, there's no actual real thing as time. Time is an illusion of the hologram. That's how it works. It's like a simulation to look like it's physicality. We're experiencing bodies because this is God making the experience for itself. Now it's experiencing for itself kind of like a holographic experience, to learn something. Imagine that. You made some other realities and you can put yourself in there. Like this movie, Total Recall. They created this whole world, and now you can connect your brain to this machine and it will project a virtual reality for you, but you don't know the difference. You think it's real. So you get these new memories implanted in you. So, but you pay for that. And so this guy wasn't sure, but he ended up finally doing it. And he picked to be some spy, super spy action hero. And then it was on Mars. And then he was a spy or a counter spy or whatever. And then it starts his journey. But he thinks he's suddenly bursted in from cops or gangsters and they want to kill him, and he doesn't know he's in the simulation already. He's already experiencing what he requested, being a super spy agent. Well, there's one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but that's the old one. But if you guys are in, it's the new one, the more recent one is what's that actor's name? I forgot his name. The guy who played the. Sometimes when you suddenly can't think of someone's name, then you can't think of no one's name, because you're like stumped now. I'm stumped. The guy who played Green Lantern, the actor, what's his name? So anyways, yeah, you guys, bless all of you for hanging with us tonight, because, the secrets of consciousness, you're trying to become a master of consciousness, because think about this, at this level, we're just drifting in our consciousness. People will just, first of all, we're in a routine. It's a memorized routine. We wake up at a certain time, we brush our teeth, eat, whatever, shower, bathroom stuff, whatever. You go through a routine of work or school or whatever you're doing in your life. Housewife or someone who just stays at home or whatever, who doesn't have a job. Shoot, man. We gotta awaken. Awaken, young Jedi. Young Master Jedi. Avatar. Christos avatars. Get off your knees, human race. Rise up in your higher self. It's not some far-fetched idea. Because I've seen these Azurite beings, they don't look like humans at all. They're like some bird-like beings. And even before I knew what it was, because I made a video, you can find it easy because it's from 420, April 20th, which is a holiday for some people called 420, right? Yeah, April 20th, I made a video about my experience of some of these beings, of levels of myself, which is in your DNA. And I want to share with you because, like, sometimes in my mastermind thinking or meditation, you can see like many versions of yourself. It's like supernatural, man. It feels like it. And you see such high level energy, and I start to visualize, okay, I'm sitting right here and experiencing this otherly worldly stuff. And it feels so profound, like the energy and consciousness is like thousands of times greater, man. It's so amazing. It's 1,000 times greater in its level of comprehension and intelligence and awareness, literal awareness of multidimensional realities. And you experience that because it's right here in your DNA. Remember, awakening consciousness is what really is happening. Is your DNA is awakening. That means your memories are returning to your awareness. It's like, think of awakened DNA, or starting to awaken means you're actually turning back on the DNA. So now it becomes part of your memory. So they try to find ways to F with your memory, or to distract you, or to manipulate the history line. To have conspiracy theories, to have secret agendas that aren't good, to have secret powers, shadow governments, and all kinds of corruption in politicians and these people. We get these shadow syndicates and secret societies, magical orders, like the Golden Dawn. Oh my gosh, dude, you guys, that is in the Voyagers. One of the fallen angels made up the Golden Dawn. It's a fallen angel system. And you guys don't have to agree with everything I say, but that's in the Voyagers. It's in the Voyagers 2, actually, in the back of close to the back of the book. Chikas Masur. Now, a lot of you have downloaded the PDF. You can see the page exactly. You can do a search in the PDF. That's what's cool about a PDF, right? You can do a search what's inside of the text and get taken right to it. Amashuto. So put that in, baby. Sure. Inner. But yeah, you guys, awaken your consciousness, homies. Some of you are. You're like tripping out in your life. You're having some supernatural, paranormal experiences, altered states of consciousness, altered vibrational particle spin of your body. You can have what's that called? Bilocation, where you're actually seeing two realities, different realities at once. I didn't say bipolar. So I said bilocate. Bilocate. That means more than one. That means two locations. Be in two locations. Bilocate. Be in two locations at once. You can see what's going on here and here. Whoa! At one time. How? I don't know. It just happened to me. The first time it ever happened, I started seeing this angel approach me. I saw this humanoid-looking being, but the light was blazing, and it was walking towards me. This was the first thing I saw. And, the very first vision I had. And so this being brought me to another area. And there was a host of beings, a host of angels in front of me, like a huge group. I couldn't count them all. And so this angel brought me to this choir of angels. OMG, dude. And there was a moment where I was seeing many of my family, many of my guardian families, like people I loved and spend many soul time memories with, right? In different, you would say, relationship types. Maybe not cousins or just friends. Maybe it was brother and sister. Maybe it was mother, father, husband, wife type of thing. Excuse me. Or just maybe not such an important relationship in another life. Maybe you fall in love with someone else or something. So your soul could be doing many things, you guys. Whatever your soul needs, whatever your soul is trying to decide for itself. What are you deciding? What do you resonate with? Do you not want a super consciousness, or you just prefer ordinary consciousness? There's a cricket again. I get all these crickets because I don't know what's up. I don't want to poison them, but I don't know, man. It's sad. I've been capturing them and throwing them aside, but there's an alarming amount of them. So I don't know if that's from me watering my grass or if it's just around the whole area that there's a whole bunch of extra crickets than normal. I don't know. So, wow. Yeah, I know most people would poison the whole house. Outside the house, but man, you guys know it's hard for me to kill even a mosquito. I have to if it's a mosquito eating me, right? But I don't know anything else. That's what I'm saying. Let's do this. We're on a journey, man, and eventually there will be a time where you will vibrate at a certain level and you'll no longer want to eat meat, and another time where you'll just won't want to hurt anything or harm anything. You'll get to a more and more sensitive level. And the word sensitive has many meanings at many levels. So, sensitivity could be like even empathy. You can feel people's emotions, man. You have this power and ability, and they don't know you have it. You're just sitting there feeling their true emotions. They don't have no idea that it even exists, that psychic perceptions are real. Or it's not necessarily reading your mind. It's just reading your energy. Some beings can perceive a person's energy and get a feel of what their kind of personality is. From the sensing, they'll start to receive and get a picture and idea of that person. Or maybe they actually have clairaudience and they'll hear the person's thoughts word for word. But sometimes it's a garbled thoughts, right? You see, sometimes you're thinking in many different thoughts. So it's should be like a crowd of voices, right? Some people experience. So if you're gonna be like hearing that person's thoughts, you'd be hearing like they do, lots of voices. And that would be one person. What if another person's thinking lots of voices? Another person has a lot of voices. And, there's no stillness in most of people's thoughts. They're just all like, monkey mind, static, so much thoughts, too many thoughts. Bless you guys. Bless you in your thoughts. I love you. Chill. It's okay. Everything will be okay. God loves you. God is not going to get angry at you. God doesn't judge you. You're simply at the level of your creation based on what you've been thinking and doing. What's your energy? What's your vibe? So, how do you treat people? How do you treat yourself? So, holy ones, I don't know about you, but I get hungry when I smoke sometimes. And so that's one of the negative or the cons of this medicine. Plus it makes you sleepy. Usually it doesn't matter if it's indica or the other one. Makoichia. And it's with a great love I feel for all of you that I do this every day, even on the weekends, even on Sundays, Mondays, whatever. It's like, of course, I have the energy, I'm doing it. If I have the health and energy, I'll do it. So, it's always a great time to be in a spiritual journey, but this is like one of the best times because we have all these stargates still open. That means a lot of high level consciousness is flowing. And so now you can take advantage of that before it closes the stargates. Remember, it will take a few decades. And you guys, I just want to say real quickly, if you liked any of this video tonight, this conversation, or any of my videos that I released, like the one I did today, please consider supporting this work. Please consider making a live donation here or a donation in my PayPal link below. Bless all of you helping me because this is how I can sustain myself and do this work full time for you. Bless you. And if you don't want to do it here on the live, please consider also becoming a paid member. There are some perks. You just check out the membership area and see which one you prefer. Uh-oh. My camera went. Oh, my battery. I don't know if you guys can still see me or if the live ended, but my camera died, you guys. I have to go. I'm sorry. I don't even know if the live is over. Look at that. That's a trip. I'm still here, I guess. But I lost my camera because the battery died. Wait, what happens if I plug it back in? Wait. Yeah, give me 1 second to plug it in, you guys. I didn't know my battery was that low. I wasn't paying attention to the battery tonight, obviously. I think it'll come on by itself. Bless all of you, homeboys and homegirls. I'm in love with all of you. Yeah. Okay, so the phone's coming back on. I just gotta read something here. It says, welcome to what? I don't know what in the world that is. I got some problem, huh? It's got some app or something open. Welcome to standby. What the hell, dude? I'm gonna have to restart it. So, I'm restarting it. Yeah, you guys, sorry about that. You can also become a member and, okay, let me put this back on. I also sell crystals, holy ones. Darn, this thing is being stubborn. Okay. The Invisible Man's podcast. Yeah. Do you like my living room? See my living room? Wow, check that out. Bless all of my homies in the house. This stupid app is making me go through some setup, man. Yeah. Get the F out of my face. I don't know what the hell this is. Yeah, this is so dumb. I don't know what's going on here. Let me take it off my stand and see if it helps to go like this. What the shit? I guess that's gonna be it, you guys, because it's already doing another camera source. So, but bless all of you guys. Thank you for being here. And I'll be here again on Saturday, 6 p.m. I'm thankful to Tonya. Please, thank you again, sister, for reminding me. And so I'm just going to use this opportunity to get something to eat and relax and watch a show or something. Yeah, Helena said it, munchies. But you guys are awesome. I'm so happy that there's so many regulars and positive vibes. You guys are so loving amongst each other. And you have a really cool, souls. Sweet, kind, friendly, caring. And you guys are amazing. And you're a family. We're family. And we're a group. I've even heard Ashana call it, they're literally... Excuse me. There literally is something called Team Indigo. And so we're on Team Indigo, homies. Bless all of you. Seriously. We're the ones representing Source God. Okay? Original intention. And we're bringing the Christos consciousness. Christ consciousness. Shine your light, holy ones. Shine your light. You guys have a blessed evening. Whatever you're going to do, and I hope to see you guys soon. Check out my latest video. I thought it was pretty interesting making it. I love you guys.
unconditionally, omnichristos love, homies. Yeah, baby. What's up? What's up? You got it, starseeds, Orapheme, angelic humans. And get your Christos game going on. No, I don't have any lives on the Galactic Federation, but that's a good idea. I just don't think I'd want to spend a whole hour talking about them. But good idea. I'll put that. I'll jot that down. I appreciate your guys' ideas, of course. Can't wait to see you guys again. Yeah, baby. What's up? Are you feeling good? I'm feeling good. Let's feel good together. Let's make each other feel good. I love you guys. Oh, I just saw 69. Love, much love and respect, homies. I'll see you soon. Catch you on the flip flop. Sweet dreams, Celine. Sweet dreams. Adios, amigo, indigo wizard. Hasta la vista. Vario, Holmes. Galactic Federation are the bad guys. Don't mess with the Galactic Federation, man. They're gonna F you up. They're gonna twist you, manipulate you, mess with you. What's up? Good night, sweetheart. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do.